Hey guys, welcome back to another amazing show. This is Real Estate Uncensored. We are going to be here to bring all the questions you ever need to be answering on social media. I have an incredible guest. He goes by the caption of Captain Link Juice, and he will explain that to you in a minute. And I always get a kick out of that. His actual real name is Brian. We're going to bring Brian in, aka Captain Link Juice, here in a second. But I'm looking forward to this conversation. I literally have been laughing. My cheeks have been hurting off air as we've been talking about a myriad of different topics. But number one, the most important thing on God's green earth is to allow Mr. Gene Volpe, the evil bald ninja, into the room. What up, homie?
What up, Playboy? What you should have said was the number. You could have stopped there. The number one most important thing on the earth is Gene Volpe. That's
I could have, but then I would have been lying. But what I really need to do is I really need to bring this show into its right with the right countdown. Captain Link Juice, we will see you in 30 seconds.
Let's go.
And we are back, Gene. So
I want to tell you something about that. What? I was bobbing my head backstage. That open is nice and tight, right? But here's the thing: we gotta get him to kind of fade that out a little bit. I want you talking over the music as it fades out, and you bring the show in. I hate how it cuts.
We can work on that.
We got to do it. It's hot. That shit's hot, dude. I'm telling you.
Just like you, buddy. But I want to bring in our featured guest, Brian, aka Captain Link Juice. We're going to be talking about incredibly awesome things to do when it comes to mortgages, marketing, social media, why Captain Link Juice is so powerful, where it came from, and everything else. So, Brian, tell us where you are, what you're doing, how you became partners with Gene on another podcast, and just give us an idea of who you are, brother.
Yeah, I will do that. So the Captain Link Juice, so it's kind of it's a social media term where that came into place. So I started a company back in 2006 called Credit Mindset, where I helped credit challenge buyers fix their credit, get themselves in a position to secure financing. Mm-hmm. About 5 years ago, I made this decision that I was going to push really hard in social media. I for a decade, I didn't even mess around with it, could care less. I mean, I had a lot of relationships with loan officers. They give me their credit challenge clients. I turn them around, turn them into deals. So when I made this push into social media, I started attracting a lot of people. I started realizing, hey, very small portion of my sphere needs credit repair, but a lot of them need mortgages. A lot of them need real estate needs, buy, sell, invest. So I just started educating my entire network on all things real estate. I didn't just focus on credit. I talked about everything. And then weird things started happening, right? So everyone just started coming to me for any question they had as it pertained to anything real estate related. So we're in Philly area. So I call myself kind of the Ben Simmons of real estate, where you come to me and then I kind of figure out where to put you in order to put you in the best position to reach your goals, whether that's a loan with a real estate team. And when I started this, I handed out probably easily over 3 million back-to-back years of real estate, just handed it out to realtors. I was more worried about figuring out how to monetize it on the mortgage side of things, like joining with a team and plugging into somebody and really helping them grow, leveraging the social media, strategy that I had that I was doing for myself. And, fast forward now, I'm a business development manager with Annie Mac Home Mortgage. I'm with the community mortgage team. We have 20 LOs, $40 million, $400 million team. And my number one job is to help realtors grow their business by leveraging video and social media so that we can grow together. We still have Credit Mindset. It still supports the division. I'm also a licensed realtor. I'll do 6 to 8 million a year, kind of, I like real estate investing too. A fun fact, I bought a house today on my lunch break. I'm in Orlando. I drove over to the Wells Fargo, shot the wire over, and my flip team's going to be working on it tomorrow. So, all things real estate I'm involved in. A lot of my team is. They all play in the space. I know how to attract people into our world. And the Link Juice Captain Link Juice is my whole MO is I help other people. The more you can help other businesses, the more you can help other people, the more you're going to attract into your world. So you'll hear me talk about deposits and withdrawals. So you can't ask for anything until you've made a deposit in somebody's business. So all of these mortgage companies are out there talking about, hey, I can close quick, I got good rates. It's like that is literally the minimal expectation for a mortgage. Our team actually partners up with you and helps you grow your space, dominate your local community, and we grow together. So that's where the Link Juice comes full circle.
Okay, perfect. I love that. Gene, I really wish you would hang out with someone who's more ambitious, because obviously Captain Link Juice is just doing nothing in life. My God. My goodness gracious.
He's a killer. He's the dude's always on the move. I think we should definitely talk about real quick why he's in the FLA. He started to tell us backstage, and I said, hold on, don't do that. Do it on air. Because I felt like, Greg, I think you'll get – well, this will excite you a little bit, I think. And I definitely feel like – no, it will. It definitely will.
Okay, let's go.
So let's go back. So we probably should show pictures of the RV. We should talk a little bit about some of what we're doing together with the team to move up the ranks nationally. But one of the things that the captain did is he went out and bought himself a personal 32-foot RV. And so he's actually currently on day 7 today, right? You left last Friday.
What's today? I left on the 5th. Yeah, day 7. Yep.
Yeah, so he's day 7 of like a 28-day world tour. He came from PA. He headed down to Florida. But one of the big reasons why he decided to go to Florida was because of what he's doing tomorrow. And so get into that real quick.
Yeah, so well, I'm gonna reel it all the way back to how I even met this team, right? So at 6 a.m. in the morning, I'm watching my phone, and there's this dude, Sean, who works out every morning. He's got this online like coaching thing where you work out together. Over and over months, I just see this guy, and I'm like, he's annoying me. I love Sean, but he was annoying me because I'm like, he's exposing the fact that I'm not working out. So finally, I join in. So Sean's brother is Bob Abrams, who might be watching this, and Bob is an EXP agent down in Florida. And he's like, hey, I want to have you on this call. I want to introduce you to my team. So first Zoom call I get on, they bring me on as, the Captain Link Juice. And I'm speaking, and I'm thinking, all right, Zoom call, a couple people show up. 108 agents on the call. 108 agents show up. And then the next time I go on again, 98 agents on the call. I'm like, what is going on down here? The culture they have is amazing. And then I brought Gene on, 100 agents on the call. It's like every day they can get 100 agents on nonstop. So there's a group down here. George Fellback runs it. And then there's two kind of verticals, the guys out in Boca Raton, Fred DeFalco and Tony DeFalco. And then Fred's group out in Orlando. They're having I think there's 500 total agents in their downline. And they're having an event here in Orlando. And I am the guest speaker kicking off tomorrow at 9:30. I'll be speaking. There's about 200 agents here in Orlando physically at the event. And that's where we're here now. And we will be, what up, Chris? I'll be speaking to them tomorrow morning at 9:30, talking about some of the stuff we'll be getting into today a little bit. So
that's awesome.
Well, he missed the biggest part, I think. Did you hear what group it is with? 500 EXP agents.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you didn't say EXP. You didn't say EXP. You said 500 agents.
Oh, I thought I said EXP to kick it off. I thought that would get your
attention. I think he did, but I think
we'll go to the tape later. But I'm pretty sure that was kind of like the punchline.
This is 9 minutes in, and so I'm going to come back and I'm going to bitch slap both of you when he didn't say that. So
I think he did. I think, but we'll see.
Okay.
You can just put the apology in the comments below. EXP. But either way, we'll either take our medicine or we'll receive yours.
Oh my God, so many things to unpack there. So help me understand how do you mean? Maybe I missed this because when you didn't say EXP, I didn't hear how you got involved with these guys. And I mean, is this a traveling thing? Like, so you're going to go from Florida to Arkansas to Nevada to California?
Good question. So this team's mostly in Florida. I mean, there are some guys that are throughout. But the bulk of the agents are in Florida. My main focus right now is the Boca Raton, Fred DeFalco's team. He's got about 220 agents out of that office. And Annie Mack and our mortgage team are going to Boca. I mean, we're already there. So I'll speak on Saturday. On Sunday, we'll take the RV. I have 2 team members flew down here to Orlando with me, Jessica and Jesse. They'll go in the RV with me on Sunday to Boca. And then we have meetings lined up all week with some of the top agents. We're going to be meeting with them and talking about how we can help them dig deeper and grow their business, and how we can help support them do that, leveraging our social media and video team. The girls flew down a couple weeks ago, and we shot a bunch of videos in the Boca Raton area, and then we'll fly them back down in April. This trip is more business development, asking the realtors what they need, how can we help them, what kind of support do they need, and then we'll bring the team back down and do it and execute. So it's there's a lot there.
So many questions I have here. So you had your girls, your A team go down there and shoot B-roll, which is just behind the scenes roll, guys. That's the stuff that you see on videos. It's all standard stock stuff. Make sure you can get permission and you're not violating any laws or statutes in different communities when you shoot B-roll. So you went down and you shot your B-roll, and then when it comes to your video and stuff like that, are you a full editing team? So you're doing the loans. But yet, for the real estate agents, you're going to then be okay, Gene Volpe, top real estate agent with ABC Group and XYZ City and Florida. We're going to take you at XYZ cost, maybe a zero cost, depending on kind of how you negotiate that. I don't know the ins and outs of that yet. But you're going to take the B-roll that your girls shot. You're going to have your production team go and then put that into a video, put audio behind it, then get them on camera, edit the video, and then how does it look? Gene, are you producing and pushing out on the social side, or Captain Link Juice, are you pushing it out on the social? How's that look? And just a strategic launch platform.
I mean, it depends on the agent, right? So if the agent is savvy enough where they're running all their social media and they have their finger on the pulse of it, then we're giving them the video, they're dropping it everywhere they need to drop, and they're pushing it. If they're like most realtors, they're like, I know I should be in this space, but I'm not really doing what I should be doing. That's where we'll tap Gene in, we'll partner up, and basically think of my division as content creation and Gene's division is content distribution. So their agent can keep doing what they're doing, but they have this whole machine behind them, helping them create content, push it, create engagement, create more opportunities, more conversations. So from the mortgage side, we don't charge the realtors anything. So the realtors, it's we're partners. So we're partnering up. We're creating this content for you. And on a if I break it all the way down to like what I'm doing, I'm basically saying, hey, Mr. or Mrs. Realtor, I'm going to use your license and go create me more mortgage business. Is that cool? You cool if I do that? And they go, hell yeah. And then my other loan officer doesn't do that. And I go, I know they don't. No one does it. So we're going to do it with you. And then we go create more buyers for them. And in return, all we ask is to shop the pre-qual those buyers we help create with you. And we keep the machine rolling.
Gene, Gene, I got a real fucking bone to pick with you right now.
I know you do. Wait, I know. Well, listen, no. Listen, I know you do. And
I knew this was coming.
Well, no, I think this is okay. And you listen, you'll know this. I had this conversation with you about 2 months ago. Same with our good friend Jake Wolf, who I'm having a conference call with next week about this, because in these cases, well, at least in the Clever Lead side of it, I wasn't exactly sure how to put my finger on it, right? But with you, this is where we're going with it. Like I would say this to you, Greg, if we're able to generate a $2.4 million buyer lead for you, would you be willing to run the mortgage through our team?
Absolutely. Hard stop. Yes.
So that's kind of what we're doing. And I'll explain to you off air why we haven't gotten to that point yet, because Brian and I are we're building stuff in the back end yet that's not quite done. So why? Listen,
it's so close.
Let's get him the commitment. Let's get the commitment from him right now on air. Are you going to start sending us your business, Greg McDaniel?
If you guys send me leads that are pre-qualified and 100% ready to go, I have absolutely no reason not to send you guys the business. Now, here's what I'm going to predicate with this. As long as you can close and you don't mess up the deals, because a lot of lenders suck. And I'm not saying you guys suck.
Let the captain speak to that.
Yeah, let's talk about that, because there's a lot of people that can say that.
I'm not even going to speak to it. Just read Chris Stager's post down below. Chris is one of our. I mean, he's a big fan of your show. He's been watching you guys.
He's awesome.
For a long time. So Chris, we run his Facebook pages for him. We do all his videos. I don't even have to. I mean, mortgages that's what we do, but helping realtors grow their businesses is what I do and what Gene does. So I do 5 to 6, whatever, 5 to 8 million matter of factly real estate business, right? So the way I look at it, I can find you 5 to 8 million easy, just by you doing what I'm doing that you're not doing already. I'll just show you how to do it. And then I'll take it a step further and go, you're probably not going to do it left to your own devices, because what camera do I buy? How do I shoot the videos? How do I edit the video? That stuff all becomes heavy to a realtor. And you'll hear me talk about light versus heavy a lot. So if it's light, it's right. If it's heavy, don't do it, right? But in this case, we make that light. So we know the net benefit is, like, you do what you're good at, we'll do what we're good at, and together we'll be able to grow and get more business. If you think of it like your rock star moment, right? I talk about this all the time. I challenge realtors all the time, loan officers, whoever. Figure out where your rock star moment is. So when Eddie Vedder walks on the stage, he doesn't mic check. He doesn't set up the drum kit. He's not even driving the van in. He's not doing any of that stuff. He walks out on stage. He grabs the mic. He does some Eddie Vedder shit, puts the mic down, and walks off stage, right? So if you are a realtor, you got to figure out where your Eddie Vedder, rock star moment is. Don't be setting up the drum kit. If you don't have a transaction coordinator, freaking get one. Yeah, that's not the best use of your time, because you need to be prospecting or figuring out, where's my best use of my time. A lot of times loan officers, it's going out and talking to realtors. A lot of times realtors, it's going out and networking. Well, if you're caught up in the shit and the minutia and you're not out prospecting, guess what your business does? It looks like a freaking heart rate monitor. Yep. And I know that because I've seen it all. I've seen them all for 16 years, just boom, boom, boom. And there's no consistency. So I said, I'm going to create the consistency. I hate marketing companies, so I created one, and then I give it away for free. I said, I'm going to help you grow. All we ask is you just, as I'm growing your business for you, just give us the opportunity to pre-qual the mortgages, and we'll keep this thing rolling.
Dude, so, I couldn't agree with you more in regards to what you're just talking about the heart rate monitor. Like when you're looking at your heart, it's up and down, 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 right? And a lot of agents, my team manager, I have not written a contract in almost 15 years. Because my team manager runs my entire transactions. My job is to go out and get business. Like as soon as we get done with this podcast, I'm going out to a property that was a referral to me for 85 acres. All I have to do is walk on the property, not kick them in the shins, and call their mama fat, and the deal is pretty much going to be inked and signed, right? And so that's that. Like you were saying, when you said, what was your word? Your rock star moment. Rock star is when you define that for yourself. Yeah. Like. Obviously, Brian, you're very good at talking. You're very knowledgeable at mortgages. You're very good at marketing. You teamed up with the Evil Bald Ninjas, so you have the back end to really do the distribution.
You're like got the back end, all right.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Now we went there. That's why he's called Captain Link Juice.
Oh, hey.
That's the front end. Relax.
Sorry, Mom.
You two idiots.
Sorry, Mom.
No, but the rock star moment I think is really important to really recognize, because that's your superpower. That's what you're really good at. Like me and contracts and doing back end work and going through the database, that literally puts me to sleep. Like I can't do it. Eileen, my team manager, I call her the what do I call her? I fucking call her something. I'll get back to that in a second. But she doesn't forget a damn thing, and she will be able to do everything. She communicates with everybody. I don't have to deal with any of the minutia back end bullshit, because my job. Go get the business, shoot the videos, get teams like you guys to edit them, create content, be visible, make the relationship, end of story, and I'm out.
And Greg, here's the secret sauce to that, right? Eileen, did you say her name was? Eileen?
Yeah, Eileen, aka the Steel Trap. Yes.
Steel Trap. Right. So the Steel Trap couldn't do the front end stuff you're doing. No. That's just heavy to her. If you said, Eileen, go get us new business, she would probably be like, that's heavy to me. I don't know how the hell to do that. But get me it, and I'll get you to the finish line. And you're going, great. I don't want to do the paperwork to get to the finish line. I'll go get the deals. And that's what I try to get realtors to understand. Get yourself in a position to, your rock star moment, and then slowly put the pieces in place behind you in order to get the people that you need in order to. I always tell someone, whatever's heavy to you, it's light to somebody else. So find the person that it's light for them and put them in place. And then you continue then you make this really good freaking concert for people to come and enjoy, and you just go out and do your thing, and all the other pieces are in place. And the good news is, in real estate, it's probably 3 or 4 pieces, not as much as it takes to put on a concert. So
the funny thing is, Brian, is that people ask me literally on a daily basis, Greg, how do you do everything that you do? The podcasting, the real estate, the whole 9 yards. And I say it's very, very simple. I have teams that do things I don't like to do that they love to do. And that is as easy as it is. Like if I was going to, so I hit up Gene the other day, and we just got off a podcast, and it was cracking me up because I kind of got a little butthurt when he was talking about doing editing and social media posting for different clients. And I kind of just had a moment with him, like, dude, what the fuck, man? Why aren't you posting for me on social media? And he's like, dumbass, I have been posting for you for the last 3 years. I'm like, oh, that's where those are coming from. Oh, gotcha. Whoopsies.
I forgot who was doing that.
Yeah, but no, so I have like Jake Wolf. So it means like taking your guys's, so the agent will do the content, the raw content. They bring it over to your guys's editing team. You guys edit it.
No,
then
the girls will shoot it too.
Oh, they'll shoot. Okay, well, shit, man. Okay, they'll shoot it and they'll edit it.
Yep.
Then they take that content, they flip it over to Jake Wolf over at Clever, puts it into a campaign to push it out. Gene then takes it and distributes it out into the social media. Then then if they want to have VAs, the VAs will come in on the back end, and they'll just set the appointments and be basically the phone call answerers. And all the agent has to do is literally show up at the appointment.
That's it. I mean, we have scripts written too. I mean, we have a whole a la carte of different videos. I mean, we're constantly have a content calendar. There's tons of stuff that in my head's constantly in that space, and I test it in my market right now. I promise you right now, if any realtors watching right now and tag me in your post, if you do it, follow me on, go to Brian Offner on Facebook, and we can do just if you posted for CMAs, just say, hey, if you're interested to know what your house is worth in this market, hit me up. Hint, hint. It's not what Zillow says. And I think I did 38 the other day. I did 38 CMAs off of that post alone. So, I mean, there's constantly things. And Gene, are we going to talk about Community Connect at all or no? I just brought it up, but we could. So,
yes.
Yeah, Gene and I do we do this thing on Mondays where we just help agents come up with content. So at noon we do a podcast where we're helping.
Well, is it noon Eastern or noon Pacific or noon Central?
Eastern, sorry,
noon Eastern.
Noon Eastern. If you go to Community Connect on Facebook, it's.
And I'll put a link in, Brian.
Yeah, and that way, like each week, look, I know agents, I know the mentality. You get caught up in the minutia, and you're like, oh shit, I forgot to prospect. There's 3 things I focus on, and I teach people all the time: prospect, work leads, close deals. If you're an entrepreneur, they're the only 3 behaviors you ever should be doing. So if you're not working a lead or going to a listing or appointment, or you're not at a closing, there's only one other behavior you should be doing, which is prospecting. So we all run into these blocks. I create content boards for myself. So if I go, hey, I know I time block from 1 to 2 to shoot a video, and I'm going, what the hell am I going to, like, I'll look at my content board, see what jumps out at me. Boom, I'm doing it on what happens if a house comes under appraisal and you got to renegotiate the deal, right? Or whatever. You just have a content board that allows you to just keep pumping content. So think of it like the gym, right? You can't go to the gym half-assed like once or twice a week and expect to get results. You got to be 3 to 4 times a week in order to get results at the gym. So if you kind of have this half-assed approach to social media, you're going to be like, oh, it doesn't work. I don't get any business. It's like, yeah, because you suck at it. Like, go more until it becomes who you are and what you do. And then that's where the shift happens. That's where you go from, we see it all the time. That's where you see $15 million producers become $30 million producers or whatever. It's by being consistent. And that's where I think, Greg, you're really good at right now. And it's so hard for maybe someone to visualize to get where you're at, but it takes so much repetitive consistency in order to see the results. We talk about Rogan's podcast all the time. His first 100 probably sucked ass, but it takes time.
It takes time. I actually saw a photo of myself with there's a girlfriend like 10 plus years ago, right? She and I were on my boat, and she took a picture of me, and I was on the phone, and I remember looking back at the picture of myself, and I was like this pasty, pudgy fuck. And I'm like, oh my God, how did she like that? And so when she and I broke up, I made a commitment to myself, and it was just purely because of something I wanted to prove to myself. I said, you know what? That is not who I'm going to be as a human being. And so I went and printed out, I think it was a 2-month workout calendar. I went into the gym 5 days a week. I was in the gym at 4:00 in the morning. I didn't skip a beat. And my one reason was this, and it comes back to your big why, right? My big why in that event was that when I see her in a bar, I want her mouth to drop open and just be like, oh, damn, I screwed up. Right. And lo and behold, guys, the hard work worked out and it actually happened. And the funny thing is that she walked past me and she just kind of like put her head down in shame and just kept moving. I bought a round for all my friends of shots. I'm like, guys, that was fucking awesome. And this is something that I achieved. And about 3 years ago, I was at a beer event with my now current girlfriend. And all of a sudden, this chick walks up to me and goes, oh my God, Greg? And I'm like,
she sounds hideous.
Yeah. She's like, hugs. And I'm like, who the fuck are you? Like, I literally don't know who you are. Like, what is going on at this moment? And all of a sudden she said some stuff and I recognized who she was. And I'm like, oh my God. And here's the point of the story. Like, what happened? Yeah. But the thing is that like your whys are always going to be shifting, kind of talking about what you're talking about. And always be on the pivot and be ready to move, because a lot of us, when it comes to lead gen, if we're scared of doing video, if we're scared of doing social media, if we're scared of picking up the phone or anything like that, when you have a strong enough why, that shit is going to shift so fast on you that it's going to make your head spin, because at the end of the day, it just comes down to you. I mean, what's the best thing for you? Do you want to do video? Do you not? Do you want to have someone like Brian and Gene to do all these incredible videos for you, and all you have to do is show your scared ass up in front of the camera and just shoot a couple of videos and let them handle all the back end? If you have a daughter, a son, if you have a wife, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, significant other, husband, father, mother, whatever it is that needs something that you can provide to them, all you have to do is show up in front of the camera. They'll do everything else. Why in the God's green earth would you not do this? Seriously, it really blows my mind why people won't do this stuff. And I mean, if they don't want to do videos right off the bat, let me get your guys' opinion on Clubhouse really quickly. What's your thoughts on this? Because it's an audio only app. It's only on Apple, but it allows people to jump into being visible without being visible. So give me your thoughts on this, Brian.
Well, I'm going to talk to video first, and then I'll parlay into that. Because if you are scared to get on video, I promise you everyone already knows what you look like, and they already know what you sound like. So it's your own stupid head trash getting in the way. It's like, just put yourself out there, and I promise you'll get comfortable. Now, Clubhouse could be a catalyst to help you get comfortable talking and get some reps in and jump on stage and listen to some people. I would definitely recommend getting in there and content is key. I mean, content, motivation, any way you can find something different and that leads to action. That's the name of the game. So it doesn't matter where that spark comes from. You just got to put yourself out there, and, it could come from a picture you saw of yourself on a boat, or it could come from a chat room where you're kind of just a fly on the wall listening, and all of a sudden, boom, you're sparked and motivated to take action. So I don't think there's any downside unless you're just there to observe. But I'm an action guy. Like I don't even, unless I'm going to take action on something, I don't waste anybody else's time. So that would be my goal, is to just figure out a way to take action, whether that's just getting on Clubhouse and showing up. Like, that's the first step. I like it though.
Content. I know we're gonna talk about a few other things, but here, content. I know you guys do your show at 12 noon Eastern time. Yep. What is one of the things that you guys have found that has been in one of your past shows? So people always go back and take a look, and we'll put links in this for that. But I mean, where's a place where people can really find some good content to start shooting videos? I mean, I have 2 of mine. I would love to hear where you guys are getting your ideas.
Yeah, I mean, here's my whole philosophy, right? And I say this to every realtor, and I'll say it to the 200 realtors tomorrow that I'm talking to, is I promise you that no one gives a shit you're a realtor. Nobody cares you're a realtor until they need a realtor, right? So if you can just start there with this concept of like, No one cares you just had a closing. No one cares you're at the closing table selfie. Like, stop the damn closing table selfie. Like, nothing says me like a closing table selfie. Like, I get it. I'd rather you get the clients to do a testimonial and use the testimonial to let someone else say how awesome you are, instead of trying to figure out how to tell people I do real estate. So here's the other assumption. The minute you get your real estate license and you say I'm a realtor, most of your friends assume that you know how to do real estate. So you don't have to talk about it all the time. So Gene and I have come to the terms with the 5-1 rule, maybe 10-1 rule. I started at 3-1, but make it 5 personal to every one business that you drop. And when you drop something business or educational, make it educational if it's going to be real estate related. Like I said earlier about the CMAs, hey, educate them. Don't make it about you, make it about their house and what they can do. Stop saying in search of inventory. I have all these buyers that want to buy a house. Sell your house now. Like, nothing says me like that post. Hey, give people information. See if you can help them with what their home value is worth. Don't make it about yourself. That's just my personal preference when we're posting stuff online about that. But I want to know who you are as an individual. I don't give a shit you're a realtor. I could care less. That's a role. That's one of your roles you do. I have this IR theory. I is who we are as individual. Are these roles we wear throughout the day. I'm a father, I'm a brother, I'm a son, I'm a realtor, I'm a business development manager, I do investment. You go on my page, you'll see all of that. You won't just get one role that I'm trying to throw down your face. I'm a role of a realtor. Like, no one's going to relate to that. No one's going to care. They're going to unfollow you. And the only people liking your shit will be other realtors, which is completely missing the mark. If all your posts are only liked by other realtors, you might as well not even post it, because you're not getting business from them. So I challenge people to completely flip it and get themselves focused on, hey, this is my wife. These are my kids. We went out to dinner. Yes. We love this area. Hey, what's your house worth? You want to know what your house is worth? I can help you. I just bought this house. You want to know how to flip? Hit me up. My inbox is constantly. I pull more deals from Messenger. If you're not getting deals from Messenger like a maniac, you are not like, I don't know what you're doing. I just got one today from Kelsey. Hey, I just bought land in Georgia. Can you help us with a construction loan? Yes. So you just want to put it out there where you're constantly just educating your network so they know they need to reach out to you anytime they're going to make any type of financial decision. Have them reach out to you. And you're hitting when they reach out to you for insurance, when they reach out to you for stuff that you don't even do. They're like, that's when your message is a good message.
Gene, I want you to jump in, but I gotta say something really quick. I got 2 points to make, and then Gene, I want you to have a bunch of conversation, because I know you're taking notes over there. When it comes to the Messenger, Brian, you nailed it on the point there. I have made random ass friends on Messenger, because I'll do 1 post a day, 2 posts a day, 1 personal, 1 professional, right? So 1 funny post about something like a toilet in the hallway, whatever, right? Something stupid, and it's hilarious. Then I'll do something personal, like, hey, I took my chubby ass for a run, and oh my god, I can't believe I did 4 miles and I didn't die. Who's running today? And I'll just post all this stuff, right? And what I do then is I message the people who viewed the story that I did, and I got into conversation with them. It took it from online to offline as fast as humanly possible. Like, hey brother, how are you? Like, hey, are you local in the area? Let's get together. I'm buying. Like, there was a girl on Clubhouse today. I think her name is Jennifer or something like that, and she's an EXP agent like I am. And I said, oh my god, you're in the Bay Area. Like, I'd love to connect. I'm always looking for good referral partners. I'm in Walnut Creek. And she's like, oh my god, I'm in Walnut Creek. I said, well, you're part of the family. Let's get together. I'll buy you a cup of coffee. Love to see how we can help each other build our businesses. And so the Messenger thing is absolutely humongously awesome. The second thing I'm going to say, until I'm going to let Gene take it over. When it comes to political, stances and everything else, I don't care where you stand. There's a guy who's a little bit more left center, right center. He's kind of in the middle of everywhere. He has a show on YouTube called Timcast. And I've talked about him before. I think, Gene, you turned me on to him. In Timcast, what's so uniquely powerful, and Brian, give me your thoughts on this, and then Gene, give me your thoughts on this. What he does is he is a information aggregator. He goes out, he doesn't write any articles, he doesn't do any of the research. He goes out and reads all this stuff and kind of references everything together, and then he comes on, he shows videos, right, of the different articles, points out the highlights of the different articles he's talking about, and gives his point of view. He's basically just a reporter for political news. So if you don't like being on camera, a great way to start doing videos. Go out there, do some research. Gene and Brian can give you obviously the right tech sides to make this happen, but you can just highlight these articles and become an information aggregator and allow your voice to be heard to the local community. Because like Brian, what you're saying is that, like, if you're just talking to real estate agents, you're doing it wrong, homie. Like, you done fucked up. But if you can talk to the local community and say, hey, look, this is, what's going on. These are, obviously you can't quote rates because you're not a mortgage broker and you can't do that for a billion different rules, but just talk about different things on, Inman News, Fox News, CNBC, real estate, you pick the place. And I've been putting this together, but I'm going to start doing this Timcast style of video probably next week and just do it on like every other day, but be consistent. And so, guys, give me your thoughts on some of the stuff I just kind of poured out.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, look, any activity, anything that creates engagements or conversations, it's hard for me to make the pivot from the political post to what that would look like on the real estate side. But at the end of the day, anything real estate related that you're putting out there that's going to create engagement helps, right? And so I'm a big advocate of, like, I would focus more energy on other businesses in the local area that you're servicing and spotlight other businesses.
Sure.
To me, that's the link juice, where it could be a caveat of like what's going on locally, how you talk about that. But I would say I would rather grab my camera, go out and put it in the face of local business owners. That way I'm not in front of it. I ask them the question. I let them answer how they're doing in this local market. How's the bagel shop doing? How's the nail salon doing? How's the hairdresser doing? How's the barbershop doing? And go spotlight other businesses. And there's where the term link juice comes in. And that's where, my specialty is I grow my network through other professionals, other business owners, because they already have a network of people that know them, like them, and trust them. So if you can then add value to them and say, hey, I've got my community, I want to bring them and share them with your local bagel shop so I can drive as many people here to help you grow your business. In return, if anyone, of your clients are looking to buy, sell, or invest, you mind if I leave my cards here? Or maybe when I tag this post, you share it on your Facebook page, and then I'll invite those people into my world. You can invite my people into your world. And that's, to me, that link juice is what is organic. It's fun to me. It's light. Like, I mean, Tom Fox on our team, even, Chris Stager, who's on this, he does that. Like, it's a lot of fun getting to know the local business owners. And case in point, there's a client of mine. We spotlighted their restaurant right in my town, the best of Quakertown. And they went and bought a $500,000 Pocono house that I was their realtor on. And Krista Martin on my team did the mortgage on it for $400 and some thousand. And that's all because I wasn't thinking, how can I get business? I was like, how can I help this business owner get more business in these tough times? I built a relationship with the owners. I started talking about the Poconos and how the VRBO and Airbnbs are killing it up there. And they're like, let's go. We got some money we want to buy. And 4 months later, we close on a $500,000 house. I would have never had that conversation if my mindset wasn't, how can I help other people? But again, it's to your same point, Greg, it's how can I get information and give it to other people? There's usually no downside in that, as long as the content is,
Yeah, as long as it's there. And I want to be very clear to the fact I was not making a political statement on one or the other. It was just purely that's what he talks about, right? But it was the style of doing that kind of, so you could take it out and do stuff about highlighting different businesses and taking their menus and showing out all the different value adds that they have.
Well, he created his own news channel. That's what he did.
Yeah,
I mean, that's what he knows. He knows the guy's name's Tim Pool.
I'll have to check it out.
He's great. He's a good. I mean, you're not going to agree with it with everything he says, and you'll agree with some of what he says. I mean, but what he does is like what Greg says is he pulls the news and then basically throws opinions on it, right? So here's what's interesting about what we're doing and what Brian was just talking about was, I feel like never before, especially with this coronavirus and everything going on, never before has it been easier to help people without the expectation of something in return. So when you call out to your local businesses, if you have a platform where people are watching what you're doing and you call out to local businesses, and the call out is not, hey, come to me, I need you to do business with me. But the call out is, hey, there's 10 restaurants in my area that I love to eat at, and I would love to help them survive. Let's go out and interview them with no expectation that anybody's going to call me for business. Who's going to say no to that? And who's going to look down on that? Like, there's a Mexican restaurant that opened up down the street from me, and we love it. And my wife said, I hope they don't close. And I said, well, it's up to us then to go out and do things for them, like promote them online, like purchase from them, like go there for lunch, like, spend money so that they can survive. And in this economy and in this world, it's just easy for guys like Brian and I to go into a space and say, look, no. If we help you grow, we want you to give us, our guys, the first opportunity of qualifying somebody for a mortgage. But until then, we just want to help you. Right. And the flip side of that is that if it doesn't work, which never happens, is that nobody's mad because they didn't invest any kind of money or sweat equity into it. For the most part, we did all the work. If it does work, like in Chris Stager's realm, which you were seeing him, post stuff on here, he's posting stuff like that because he sees the value in what we're adding to his business. And Greg, going back to what you said before, I think a lot of people have a hard time. There's two parts. A lot of people have a hard time giving up what they control, especially when your name is on the sign. So for GVI Media, the G and the V and the I are my daughters. Like, it's not, people think it's named after me. It's named for Gina, Isabella, and the V's Volpe, right? Now, thank you very much for that. Very nice. Even though you're covering my face with it. But with my name on that, that's my business. I build it. So I don't want to hand off just any task to people that were I don't want to hand off any task to people that I think could screw my name up. I built that, right? Mm-hmm. So people have a hard time dishing off stuff when their name is above the door. That's the first thing. The second thing is in most cases, when you hand something off to people to do, like videos, video production, and social media management, there's a big cost to that, right? So we just did an intro video for Chris Stager, and Brian was talking about the girls. He's talking about his internal video production team. We just did this 20-second video for Chris. Chris loved it. It's going to be the video that he plays before all of his YouTube videos. It looks professional as hell. And I said to Brian, like, let's just talk about what that's really worth in the real world. That's $12, $15, $1,800 production that we just went, no, you're going to partner with us. We're doing business together. We want to throw that in your lap. So for a lot of people that are running a tight business, it's hard for them to offload other elements of their business that they're not good at because there's a cost to that you need to pay up front. And in this world we're talking about is this. There's not a cost. Partner with us, and we'll reap the benefit on the back end when you reap the benefit.
Yeah, I know. I love that fact 100%. And I know we got a couple of minutes left, and then we got to wrap it up just for time's sake, because everybody's got something to do today. It's Friday. I love the fact that you guys are doing so much of the heavy lifting on the back end for folks so they can go out there and just do what they're really good at. So, Brian, aka Captain Link Juice, I want everybody to know exactly where they can get a hold of you, because I think that, and this is not a joke, guys, and I make no money off of this. I make no money off of anybody I bring on the show, literally nobody. And how can I get a hold of you? What states are you working in? Are you national? Are you regional? Are you expanding? If I'm in California, you're in Florida right now, just for geographical reasons. When would you be in my region? How do they build this relationship with you and Jane?
Yeah, no, great question. First off, I would connect with us through the Community Connect Facebook page, and then you can find me on Instagram at Brian Offner or on Facebook, Brian Offner. Yeah, I mean, it comes down to this. Like, we're national. We're in 43 states. NMAC's licensed in 43 states. The community mortgage team, which we run inside of NMAC, is licensed in 43 states as well. PA, New Jersey, Maryland, all the way down to Florida right now. We just opened up an office in Austin, Texas. So if anyone's in Austin area, I know the girls and the video team will be heading out that way soon as well. Look, it all comes down to growth and opportunity. I mean, it doesn't, California is 5 hours away, in my opinion, so it doesn't matter if someone's willing to put in the work and understand that they want to grow their business. I'm aggressive as hell. Like, I want to grow. Our team has a hashtag Road to $1 billion. Gene created it. Money Nation. We want to lend money all over this entire country and help realtors grow their business. I can't grow unless I'm helping realtors grow. So if there's teams out there, there's realtors out there that are hustling and want to grow their business and understand this concept of what we're doing and dominating the local community, we're in. Just reach out to us. We'll introduce you to one of the loan officers on our team. We'll set up dates to do kind of a whole, review of your social media and figure out where we need to attack. And then boom, we'll be out there with the team, the money bus. We'll fly the girls in, the whole nine. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, we kind of say we're coming. We'll be there.
You know how that sounds when you have the money bus and you're going to fly the girls in, right?
Yep.
Just saying.
See how it looks. Have you seen the robes?
Yeah, I do have a robe. Yeah. So it's
but it is awesome.
Well,
I mean, that's so cool that you guys have. Like, I don't know what the money bus is, but I'm assuming that's your RV. But I mean, to fly in, videographers who are skilled at what they do. I'm sure these girls are incredible. And what a blessing that is to have an opportunity to have that at your disposal. And the only thing you have to do is just send you the mortgage. Are you fucking kidding me?
Greg, I just want to point something out because this is super important. I know Gene echoes this, and we talk about it all the time. Most mortgage companies, or most mortgage branch managers, if you will, they don't invest in business development. They are just trying to get loan officers. They're trying to get loan officers. Mm-hmm. Myself, Gersino, Gene, Chris, Luke, like there's so many business development managers on the community mortgage team. There you go. Where our number one job is to go help our realtors grow their business. We are not like, I give so much credit to Jason for having this, we're trusting my vision and having the vision to see what I'm talking about, where I go, look, if we can just invest in our realtors, nobody calls a realtor and says, how can I help you grow your business? I'm competing with literally no other loan officers when I go in. I hear the same shit every time. Oh, they take us out to lunch. They close fast. Like, great. They're meeting minimal expectation. I want to help you grow your business. And I always say, like, keep your LO. We love LOs, right? We're loan officers. Like, I'm not, but we have our team, right? Keep using your loan officer. I don't want that business. I'm going to help you create new business. And that's where marketing companies, I always say I don't like marketing companies. That's why I created one, is because keep using your guy and whoever you're doing. I'm going to go create the new business. And is it cool if we share in that new business with you? And 100%, you're not going to, unless you hate money or growing or people, you're going to say yes to that. It just doesn't make sense if someone wants to help you grow your business and you don't do any of the heavy work other than show up. It's a no-brainer.
Well, that's why Matt's not on the show today. I mean, he checks all those boxes. Hates all of those things above. I mean, and I will say it on air publicly. I have two of my very, very good friends who are loan officers, right? One of them who's helped me sponsor my radio show, but he's got a lot of other things going on in his life. And I have another good friend of mine who pretty much fucked me in the ass when it comes to lead generation and stuff he never followed through on. I had a national radio show. And he just slept through the interview I gave him for free, and I paid $2,500 for that 1 hour, and he just didn't show the fuck up. So if you guys are gonna bring like value into my life, shut up, Gene.
No. When you started that, the first thing I was gonna say is, you have two LOs. We want to talk to both of them. We bring them onto the team, and then you described it. I was like, never mind.
Talk to one.
Like no. But I mean, I'll tell you this right now is that, I mean, I love them both to pieces. One of them is one of my brothers. And that's not a joke. And the other one's a close friend. But you know what? They aren't actively helping me get business like this.
They can't.
And that's the thing. I mean,
Gene and I aren't loan officers. That's why I can do it. If I was a loan officer, I'd be in the minutia trying to make sure your deals get to the closing table. That's why our team is so much different, is because most branch managers don't invest $400,000+ a year in business development, or I think he said $40,000 a month in business development. No loan branch managers are all about what's in it for them, and they want to take. Where Jason on our team, our leader, is like, I get it, Brian. We're going to reinvest back in you and your team and Gene and everyone so that we can help the realtors grow, because that's my job. I don't want my loan officers. They can't be out. And most realtors, you know what they say? Hey, I just want one deal from my loan officer. I need a deal from my loan officer. I go, you know how many realtors a loan officer has to be like make a good living? A lot. like 40, 50. So if they could give everybody a deal, they should just be a realtor because that's a lot of deals. So what I said, do you want one deal or do you want me to help you go create 10 deals over the next year? Let's go create 10 deals together. And the net is the relationship is much better. I want to be non-disposable to my realtor partners. I want to be such a part of their business and their growth that they're not just slicing me for the next flavor of the week because someone took them out for beers. Like,
dude, you make me the god of real estate with Gene in my area with Jake Wolf's help from Clever, spelled with a K. I'll put the three of you guys behind me. Okay, that sounded weird. But in business, Gene's just dying laughing. He's like, again. But I will absolutely give you guys. This is going to come out weird. I would definitely give you guys the business.
Nice. I'll give you the juice.
I'll give you the big long loans, and we're out the door. And we've gotten so weird here. So let's do this. Brian, quick phone number, email, or our website again, really quick, and then Gina go to you where they can get a hold of you.
Yes, phone number 215-237-2034. Feel free to text me. We'll set something up, and then email address boffner@annie-mac.com. And again, hit me up on Facebook, and you could shoot me a messenger as well. That's where a lot of people hit me up. We'll set up calls and see how we can help.
And you guys have a group for the marketing? That one more time?
Oh, the Community Connect.
Connect.
With the digital architect and Captain Link Juice. And if you scroll through the comments on this feed, I posted the link in there.
Link Juice.
Yeah. And Joe, and that's why they call it uncensored.
That's exactly right.
Gene Volpe, the Volpinator. I swear to God, if you fucking tell me that you can't get a hold of me because you just need to know where to find you, I'm gonna slap you and take you off the show. So how can they get a hold of you? Be a marketer.
Do the same thing Brian just said. Shoot me a text at 610-952-1081. 610-952-1081.
Dude.
Go to Joe Harrison's TikTok.
And go to Henny GVO on TikTok.
Henny GVO on TikTok. Do yourself a favor and do it. You'll thank us later.
Do yourself a huge flavor, you guys. Obviously, you can tell that Brian, aka Captain Link Juice, Gene Volpe, aka the Evil Bald Ninja. These two are amazing human beings. That's why I had them on the show. They're going to be able to do a lot of fun stuff for you guys. Really help you kind of build your business in a positive way. I mean, if you don't have to pay for marketing, what the fuck are you doing if they can do all the editing, video shooting, they'll fly in the girls. I don't know who the girls are, but they're the girls. We're going to fly the girls in. They're going to do some amazing stuff for you. I'm personally going to be talking with these guys behind the scenes, and then I will let you know how it goes. I know and trust Gene with my life, literally. If I told Gene, I'm like, hey, buddy, I need you to meet me at 7-Eleven at midnight with a shovel and $10,000 in ones. He'll be like, the one at 1st and Main or the one at 5th and Market? And
True story.
And that's how I roll with these homies. So
he already had the ones.
Yeah, you know what I did for those. Mm-hmm. Shook that booty. Which, by the way, I can't dance. I have 2 left feet on a good day. Anyways, guys, Gene, do your job.
Pig.
Wow, that came out quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you tell I'm on the edge of my seat?
Yeah, I can tell. All right, guys. That is Captain Link Juice. That is Gene Volpe, the Evil Bald Ninja. Guys, thank you for watching. This is the Pink Bow on the show. Guys, go ahead and give us a 5-star, not a 2-star review at every single podcasting place that you guys go to. It helps the algorithm, help other people see the shows that we put out there. Yes, we're crude, we're lewd, and when I say that, that's me. Not my guest. It's always me speaking. But we love you to pieces. We couldn't do without you. Thank you so much. Have a blessed. Yeah. Got to edit that out. Have a blessed, powerful, incredible weekend, guys. Until then, peace out, ninjas.
See ya.